What up, what up, what up? Alright, bro. Two things, okay? Firstly, I already released that video of the fear and how to solo XP raids, okay? Again, the fear is necessary, okay? Completely necessary. And the way that the fear is the only unit to provide a 10% additional damage buff to all enemies, okay? What we're going to do, bro, we're going to go solo Darkness Raid, okay? With your boy Eyezen, okay? On Extreme. Alright? Now, here's the real end-all be-all kicker, okay? Again, I do not use Eyezen, Azen, however the hell you want to pronounce them, for the reason of in a raid that is not extreme, he is just not useful for me. Alright? He is not. I do not need a unit, this unit, that caps out at 100 billion in a summon to take out a 9 billion boss, bro. Alright? That is exactly why I don't need Eisen. Okay? In the raids that I do and that I've showed you guys. However, in an extreme raid, okay? In an extreme raid, the bosses that come out of those doors are at 97 billion health, which means your boy's cap of 100 billion actually does mean something in that type of raid. Okay? We're still rocking Evil Shade, but we're not going to use him. Okay? We're solely using him for the attack bonus overall to Depraved Demons, which he is not, which is fine, but we're still giving an attack bonus to the Fear. Because again, the Fear is necessary for early game and early wave clear. Again, we're going to need to survive in this Darkness Raid Extreme till we get to the bosses. Okay? So we need to buff the damage as much as we can for our only unit that's really going to be doing the damage, bro. Okay? We bring Mochi because we're going to need that wax slow, but only one in a specific spot. This is how you're going to be able to solo Darkness Raid efficiently while still farming up to get your Eyezen. Now, granted, I'm only using Pizza Girl with the Cost Orb and Idol with the Ultra Magic Orb. Yes, I switched their orbs. Eyezen has the Ultra Reduction. Okay? This is still efficient enough for me to solo Darkness Raid or any of those raids that I can think of that are Wave 19. This is efficient enough for me to be able to deal. Now, the thing is, Darkness Raid is a fast raid. Okay, Enuma Raid is a fast raid. I believe that this would fail if you went up against, say, Divine Raid. Alright, because there's so many paths and so many crosses that your one Mochi is just not going to be truly efficient enough. Alright, but we'll showcase this just in the Darkness Raid as it is. I will do tests and try other raids as well. But we're going to show y'all this in Darkness Raid right now, bro. So let's go do Darkness Raid on Extreme with your boy Eyezen. Alright. Again, there was no reason prior to this moment that I would ever need him for. Because there's never in any raid that I was doing previously a unit that was even close to 100 billion. Again, in a Wave 19 raid, these bosses all come out at 97 billion. Which then at that point, yes, now I've got a benefit of using him. So we'll show you how to use him efficiently in a raid like this, in conjunction with, again, the Fear, who y'all were knocking on. So, the difference between a regular raid and a extreme raid, especially when using Eyezen, Azen, however you want to pronounce them, you're going to need to get Pizza to upgrade 10, and you're going to need to get Idol to upgrade 17. 100% you're going to need to get to those thresholds to be efficient in a extreme raid while using Eyezen. That is truly the only way that you're going to be able to get enough funds and everything. So right now we're relying on single fear handling everything. As we can see, what we're going to do is put up a second one up here. There we go. And the point of this is to also not sell, okay? The point of it is to also not sell, because the second you do, that's when it's going to really kind of kick you in the shins. All right? It's truly going to kick you in the shins, bro. Now we're putting Mochi in the most opportune spot. They got to go entirely around this trek here to be able to get to where they're going to go, right? So really at this point, we're just dumping everything into Pizza and Idle. So now Pizza is 10, okay? Idle is 11. We got to again get her up there to 17. But we'll go ahead and drop eyes in here just for funsies and upgrade them to 3 just to get something out there. We'll go 4 just because we can. Going to keep on going for Idle. Again, upgrade 17 is what you're going for. And we're going again for 2 fears and 1 mochi. You can start upgrading the front fear here as well, just to make sure that you get that full AoE out there. And then idle is now 16. And there's 17. Alright. Now the rest of the time, as y'all know, we would just solely focus up and farm up Eyezen. And this is, again, the only way that I would play in this mode. All these guys here are coming out, you know, millions of health. Again, the bosses are at 97 billion. Okay? They're at 97 billion HP. And that is the bosses by themselves, okay? But to survive up until that point, the fear is going to allow the other one and Eyezen to make everything take 10% additional damage. Again, this is an extreme raid. And even at that point, bro, this raid is easy for me. Extreme or non-extreme. I cook. Alright. If anything, y'all can always say, oh, in the raid, Banty definitely does cook. Because I'm out here soloing Darkness Extreme, bro. Y'all tell me, how many true raids do y'all go into that you're like, oh, I'm going to just try this one on Extreme, and you get anywhere with it? You tell me. This is the reason why I'm actually using Eyezen right now, okay? This is why I would come in and bring Eyezen, because it's an extreme raid. Apart from that, I'm not using them, bro. I'm not. There'd be no reason. There'd be no way. There'd be no want to. Okay, there'd be no want to. Now, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade here this fear to upgrade 5 just to make sure that he's also full AoE. Just to kind of mill out that deaccelerate there and clear up stuff. Now, as you see, everything's kind of coming into this area. Even if they were to get behind me, Mochi's still slowing them to there. This fear can send bound up to there. So I'm still not worried about anything in this raid. Okay? Not at all. Like, we're out here still killing stuff. Still chilling, bro. 100 and something million on these cloners. And then when they pop, let's see here. Boom. So now they're at 175, 30 something million. You know what I mean? Like, they got health up in here, bro. This is an extreme raid. You see what I'm saying? And even at that point, they're still getting milled down. And there you go. Boom. Eyezen's now done. Now guess what? I can upgrade this fear to max. And anything I got left over, I can just add another and get him up as well. We're on wave 19, and now I've got Eyezen max, and I'm about to put down the rest of my fears, bro. That I possibly can. Check it out. And y'all said that I would never use Eyezen. No, I just needed a reason to truly use Eyezen. An extreme raid, that's when I would. So we've got 7 fears down, just FYI. We've maxed out Eyezen, ready for the boss to come through. Okay, we got our 1 Mochi down. Idle is again at upgrade 17. Pizza is again at upgrade 10. We got Ultra Magic on Idol, Cost Orb on Pizza, Universal Reduction on Eyezen. We took the Super Blue Eye on Mochi. We got Fire Rage on the Fear. And again, we're just using Evil Shade solely for the fact that he is going to give us a buff to our economy and a buff to the Fear being a depraved unit category. This is the Darkness Extreme Raid, bro. Look at this. 97 billion health on these bosses. Eisen's ability caps out at 100 billion, bro. Guess what? Secret abilities. Hypnotic Reverse. Ooh. And Hypnotic Takeover. Hypnosis Takeover. Now look at here, bro. Look at here, bro. Look at there. Boom, boom. Bye-bye, bosses. Bye-bye, bosses. There's your Darkness Raid on Extreme, bro. That is the only reason that I would ever use Eyezen if y'all bring me to a raid and it is Extreme. Okay? Apart from that, GG Easy Evil Shade Final is still the GOAT. Y'all have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, peace.